Hi guys, good evening. Welcome to the third session of top 100 MCQs of Module B of IE and IFS component of JAIIB November 2025 examination. So I hope you have been watching all the sessions that we are conducting, because these sessions are conducted for all the components, all the modules of all the components, right? Be it AFM, be it IE and IFS etc. तो ये सारे ही components के लिए we are conducting these sessions so that you can cover the most important concepts. यहाँ पे आप MCQs के फॉर्म में उन्हें कवर कर पाए. So in the module B, अगर मैं module B की बात करूँ specifically, so this is the third session. इसके पहले we have already conducted 2 sessions and I hope you have watched it. अगर नहीं देखा है, do watch it guys. They are very important for your upcoming JAIIB November 2025 examination. So let's start the discussion without wasting time here. First of all, you know the rules. What we do, we discuss the achievers question, which is a kind of homework question for you of the previous session. And those who give the right answer, their names are shown in the next session. So those who have given the right answer, their name will be reflected in this session. So the question was, in the yesterday's session, a downward movement along the same supply curve due to a fall in price is termed as which of the following? Options are increase in supply, expansion of supply, contraction of supply, shift of supply curve. So do let me know guys, what do you think? What can be the right answer here for this question? So right answer is option number B, that is, sorry, option number C here, not B. Yes, option number C, that is contraction of supply, right? So what the question is saying, that this is the supply curve, right? अब यहाँ पे suppose this is the price, at this price this is the supply. अब यहाँ पे अगर प्राइसेस कम हो रहे हैं तो सप्लाई इज यहाँ पे गोइंग डाउन, सप्लाई भी कम हो रही है, प्राइस इज P1, सप्लाई इज S1. सो दिस इज द डाउनवर्ड मूवमेंट ऑफ द सप्लाई कर्व अलोंग द सेम सप्लाई कर्व ड्यू टू द फॉल इन प्राइस. दिस इज नोन एज कॉन्ट्रैक्शन ऑफ सप्लाई. इसको हम बोलते हैं कॉन्ट्रैक्शन ऑफ सप्लाई, right? So this is the right answer, but unfortunately no one has given the right answer. That is why this slide is blank guys, but no worries. In this session also I will be giving you the achievers question. So if you give the right answer, your name will be reflected in tomorrow's session. So that's an opportunity for you. अगर आप अपना नाम यहाँ पर देखना चाहते हैं, so do mark your right answer in the comment box. ठीक है? Now let's start the question number first, today's agenda. So question number first is, consider the following statements about the consumer price index. You might have heard about the consumer price index. So statements are, CPI measures changes in the price level of a basket of goods and services purchased by households. Statement number second is, CPI reflects price movements at the wholesale level. Statement number third is saying, CPI is more relevant for consumers to measure inflation. And statement number fourth is saying, the National Statistical Office releases CPI information every month. So which of the above statements are correct? First, second and third only, first, third and fourth only, second and fourth only, or first and second only? Do let me know what is the right answer according to you. Guys, read the question carefully. I want everyone's participation in the session because these sessions are conducted only for you, right? You can practice here because ultimately जितनी ज़्यादा mistakes आप यहाँ पर commit करेंगे, उतनी ही कम mistakes you will be committing in the actual examination. So you are expected to commit all the mistakes in these sessions, guys, because आप mistake commit करेंगे, so you will gain the confidence also. So try to attempt this. Do not worry about the wrong attempt. No one is going to impose any penalty. No one is going to judge you here because these sessions are for enhancing your confidence. So right answer is option number B here, that is first, third and fourth. Second statement is incorrect. CPI reflects price movement at the wholesale level. No, CPI reflects price movements at the retail level. At the retail level, not the wholesale level, right? At the wholesale level, which index basically tracks, reflects the price movements, that is wholesale price index. Got it? But we are talking about the CPI. So this is the incorrect, and that is why option number B is the right answer. Here is the explanation part which you can cover. Moving on to question number second, consider the following statements regarding wholesale price index in India. Statements are, WPI measures changes in the level of prices of a basket of goods at the wholesale stage. Statement number second is, WPI reflects the price of goods consumed by households at the retail level. Statement number third is saying, the Office of Economic Advisor DPIIT is responsible for the releasing WPI numbers in India. Statement number fourth is saying, the current official base year for WPI is 2011-12. Which of the above statements are correct? First, third and fourth only, second and third only, first, second and fourth only, or first, second and third only? डू लेट मी नो गाइज. इट इज एक्सपेक्टेड दैट एवरीवन विल बी पार्टिसिपेटिंग, क्योंकि आप ही के लिए सेशन है. अगर आप पार्टिसिपेट नहीं करेंगे देन there is no meaning of conducting these kind of sessions for you, right? So do participate in the session, guys. Believe me, you will gain the confidence, and this confidence will give you the boost to clear this examination in this attempt itself. Yes, tell me what is the right answer. So right answer is option number A, that is first, third and fourth only, right? Second statement is incorrect, as I told you in the previous question as well, that WPI reflects the price of goods consumed at the wholesale level, right? जो यहाँ पे wholesale level पे जो prices होते हैं, that are being tracked by, that are being reflected by the WPI, wholesale price index. Moving on to question number third. Question number third is saying, with reference to WPI and IIP, consider the following statements. Statements are: WPI is composed of three main groups: primary articles, fuel and power, and manufactured products. Statement number second is saying a separate food index with a weight of about 24.4% is also published along with WPI. Statement number third is saying index of industrial production IIP is released monthly by NSO of MOSPI, that is Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, with base year 2011-12. Statement number fourth is saying index of industrial production consists of three groups: mining, manufacturing and electricity, with maximum weightage given to mining. So which of the above statements are correct? Options are first, second and fourth only, second and third only, first, second and third only, or first, third and fourth only. Yes, do let me know what is the right answer, guys. Right answer is option number C here, that is first, second and third only. Fourth statement is incorrect here, right? Because the highest weightage is given to the manufacturing, not the mining. Question number fourth is, consider the following statements regarding GDP deflator. You might have heard about the GDP deflator. This is a very important concept of measuring inflation. So statements are: GDP deflator is a measure of inflation covering all new domestically produced final goods and services in the economy. Statement number second is, unlike CPI and WPI, GDP deflator is based on a fixed basket of goods and services. Statement number third is saying GDP deflator is available only on a quarterly basis along with GDP estimates. Statement number fourth is saying the formula of GDP deflator is nominal GDP divided by real GDP multiplied by 100. So which of the above statements are correct? First, third and fourth only, second and third only, first and second only, or second, third and fourth only? Do let me know. So right answer is option number A here, that is first, third and fourth only. Second statement is incorrect here. GDP deflator is based on a fixed basket of goods and services. This statement is incorrect, and hence option number A will be the right answer here. Question number fifth is, what is the primary difference between gross domestic product and gross national product, GDP and GNP? So options are: GDP includes income earned by foreigners within the country while GNP excludes it. GDP measures the total output produced within a country's border, while GNP measures the total output produced by a country's residents regardless of location. GDP is used for domestic economic planning, while GNP is used for international economic comparisons. And the last option is GDP is calculated annually, while GNP is calculated quarterly. Right answer is option number B, that is GDP measures the total output produced within a country's border, while GNP measures the total output produced by a country's residents regardless of location. Question number 6 is, what does nominal GDP represent? Options are: GDP adjusted for inflation using the consumer price index, GDP adjusted for seasonal variations in economic activity, GDP adjusted for international trade balances, and GDP measured in current prices without adjusting for inflation. What is the right answer, guys? Right answer is option number D, that is GDP measured in current prices without adjusting for inflation. So in the case of nominal GDP, what we do basically, we take the current year output and that we multiply with current year prices. So this gives the nominal GDP, but this does not adjust inflation, which means this includes inflation as well. So this is the nominal GDP, and that is why in order to treat this, we have to calculate the real GDP, because ultimately when we will be multiplying the current year output with current year prices, so we will not be able to understand whether our GDP is increasing based on the inflation or there is an actual increase in the production, right? So that idea we do not get by the nominal GDP, and that is why we need to measure the real GDP here. Question number 7 is saying, what is disinflation? You might have heard about this term disinflation. There are multiple terminologies related to inflation like disinflation, deflation, stagflation, inflation, skewflation, they are very, very important for the examination, guys. They are very confusing as well. So it is expected that you must have a proper understanding with respect to these concepts. So what is disinflation? Options are a decrease in the general price level of goods and services, an increase in the general price level of goods and services at a faster rate, a decrease in the rate of inflation, or an increase in the general price level of goods and services at a slower rate. Yes, guys, do let me know. Do not get confused by the term deflation. We are talking about the disinflation. So right answer is option number C here. That is a decrease in the rate of inflation. For example, I'm just taking an example in a very simple language. Suppose if any product is costing rupees 10, right? But यहाँ पे the price is 15. उसके बाद यहाँ पर इन्फ्लेशन कम होकर हो गया 13, right? Which means still there is an inflation, but the rate of inflation is decreasing here. You can observe the rate of inflation is decreasing. At the price rate of 13, there is still an inflation in the economy, but ultimately, if we compare that with the previous prices, so there is a decrease in the rate of inflation, and this is known as disinflation. Question number 8 is what is skewflation? So options are a general decrease in the price level of goods and services across the economy, an increase in the general price level of goods and services across the economy, an increase in the prices of some goods and services while the prices of others remain stable or decrease, a situation where inflation is uniformly distributed across all the sectors of the economy. Yes. Do let me know, guys, what do you think? What can be the correct explanation of this term, that is skewflation? So right answer is option number C here. That is an increase in the price of some goods and services while the prices of other remain stable or decrease. So let's take an example. Suppose in the economy, 5 goods are produced, right? Suppose only these 5 goods are produced in our economy, out of which only the price of one commodity is increasing and the prices of rest of all the commodities either remaining stable or basically they are decreasing. Then in that case, this phenomena is known as skewflation. Right, this phenomena is known as skewflation. Question number 9 is what is stagflation? Stagflation. So this is made up of 2 terms, that is a stagnation and the inflation. Got it? The mixture of which is known as stagflation. So options are a period of high inflation combined with high unemployment and stagnant demand in a country's economy, a period of high economic growth with low inflation and low unemployment, a period of deflation with high economic growth and low unemployment, a period of moderate inflation with high economic growth and low unemployment. Yes, do let me know, guys, what is the meaning of stagflation here? Right answer is option number A. That is a period of high inflation combined with high unemployment and stagnant demand in a country's economy. Got it? So this is the stagflation, that is stagnation plus inflation. Question number 10 is which of the following best describes the effect of inflation on lenders and borrowers? So options are lenders benefit and borrowers suffer, borrowers benefit and lenders suffer, both lenders and borrowers benefit equally, neither lenders nor borrowers are affected. Read the question carefully. Lender is nothing but the creditor. So if you understand this terminology, he is also known as creditor, right? And borrower is also known as debtor. Got it? So who one will be impacted here in the case of inflation? So in the case of inflation, the borrowers will get benefited and lenders will suffer here. Got it? Why this is so? Because ultimately, suppose if you are taking in 2025, if you are taking 1 lakh rupees from your friend, and in 2026 you are repaying exactly 1 lakh amount, right? So what would happen? यहाँ पे लॉस किसको होगा? लॉस होगा यहाँ पे क्रेडिटर को, बिकॉज अल्टीमेटली यू हैव टेकन 1 लाख रुपीज 1 years बैक, राइट? एंड इफ यू कंपेयर द टाइम स्पेन ऑफ 1 year, देयर माइट बी द इन्फ्लेशन इन द इकोनॉमी, बट currently you are repaying only 1 lakh rupees, which means the actual value might be around 95,000. I'm talking about the real value, not the nominal value. I'm talking about the real value. Real value in 2026 might be around 95,000 if I consider the inflation, which means you are getting benefited because ultimately in 2025 you got the money in real terms of 1 lakh rupees, but now you are repaying real value of 95,000 rupees. Got it? Question number 11 is what is the primary effect of inflation on savings? So options are savings increase in value, savings remain unaffected, savings decrease in value, savings and investments grow at the same rate. Do let me know, guys. Right answer is option number C here. That is savings decrease in value. So suppose if you are keeping 1 lakh rupees in your, you can say, in your Almira's locker, right? So currently in 2025, its value is, real value is 1 lakh rupees. But in 2026, if you did not draw it, then in that case, what would happen? The real value of this money might be 95,000, or you can say 92,000. In 2027, this will further decrease. In 2028, this will further decrease, which means over the period of time, the real value of your money will be depreciating. Got it? But there might be the question, sir, if we keep that money into our saving bank account, or you can say FD, then it is okay. But the thing is that until and unless your interest rate is beating the inflation rate, you are not getting anything, your money is depreciating. Got it? Question number 12 is, how does inflation generally affect consumer expenditure? Options are: expenditure decreases because prices are lower, expenditure decreases because people save more, expenditure remains constant regardless of price changes, expenditure increases because prices are higher. So we are talking about the effect of inflation on consumer expenditure. So right answer is option number D, that is expenditure increases because prices are higher. Let's take an example. Suppose if you are consuming a medicine. So if suppose earlier the value of medicine is rupees 100, later on if it increases to 110 rupees, then in that case, in order to get the same quantity of medicine, now you need to spend rupees 110, which means now your expenditure is going up, which means due to the inflation, what would happen? Expenditure will increase here. Clear? Question number 13 is, what is the typical effect of high inflation on a country's exchange rate? Options are: the exchange rate appreciates, the exchange rate depreciates, the exchange rate remains stable, or the exchange rate fluctuates unpredictably. Yes, do let me know, guys, in the chat box. What do you think? What can be the right answer here? Everyone can participate, guys. Do let me know. I'm waiting for a reply. So right answer is option number B here. That is, the exchange rate depreciates. So due to the inflation in the economy, exchange rate depreciates. You can read the explanation as well, that high inflation in a country usually leads to the depreciation of its currency's exchange rate. This is because high inflation reduces the purchasing power of the currency, making it less attractive to the foreign investors and traders. As a result, demand for the currency falls, leading to a decrease in its value relative to other currencies. So this is what actually happening. Basically, the demand of dollar is getting increased, and that is why the demand of rupees going down. That is why our currency is depreciating here. Question number 14 is, what is the typical effect of high inflation on a country's exports? Options are: exports increase because goods become cheaper, exports remain unaffected, exports increase due to higher global demand, exports decrease because goods become more expensive. What is the right answer, guys? So right answer is option number D, that is exports decrease because goods become more expensive. Let's take an example. Suppose there is a pen, the same brand pen is available in India, right? And it is same available in Bangladesh as well. So in India, it is available at rupees 10, in Bangladesh, it is available at rupees 12. So what would happen? Bangladeshis will import basically from India. So India will export, right? So in the case of in normal scenario, what would happen? If there is a decrease, if there is a less price of the commodity, then in that case, what would happen? That will lead to increase in the export of the country. But suppose due to the inflation in the economy, if the price of this pen goes up to 13 rupees, then in that case, what would happen? Our export will start decreasing. Why? Because now Bangladeshis will not demand our pen, because ultimately the same pen is available at rupees 12. So they do not need to have the same pen from us at rupees 13 here. Right? Question number 15 is, what is the typical effect of high inflation on a country's imports? Options are: import increases because foreign goods become cheaper, import decreases because foreign goods become more expensive, imports remain unaffected, imports decrease because of higher tariffs, none of the above. What is the right answer, guys? Right answer is option number A, that is imports increase because foreign goods become cheaper. The same logic that I have told you in the previous question, the same logic will apply here also. Question number 16 is, what is an inflation premium? What is the meaning of inflation premium? So options are: the additional cost added to the price of goods due to inflation, the extra interest rate that lenders require to compensate for expected inflation, the premium paid by consumers to hedge against inflation, the difference between nominal and the real interest rates, the increase in wages to keep up with inflation. What is the right answer, guys? So right answer is option number B. This is the extra interest rate that lenders require to compensate for expected inflation. So now we are expecting the inflation, and based on that expectation, the lender is charging some additional interest rate, and that additional interest rate is known as inflation premium. Question number 17 is, which of the following organizations releases the wholesale price index in India? Options are RBI, Ministry of Finance, Central Statistical Office, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, or SEBI, Securities and Exchange Board of India. So right answer is option number D, that is Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Question number 18 is, which category of goods is assigned the highest weightage in the wholesale price index in India? Options are primary articles, fuel and power, manufactured products, services, agricultural products. So right answer is option number C here, that is manufactured products. Question number 19 is, which of the following correctly states the difference between the wholesale price index and the consumer price index in India? Options are both WPI and CPI capture changes in the prices of services. Neither WPI nor CPI capture changes in the prices of services. WPI capture changes in the prices of services while CPI does not. CPI capture changes in the prices of services while WPI does not. WPI and CPI both focus exclusively on agricultural products. So right answer is option number D here, that is CPI captures the change in the prices of services. So CPI captures change in the prices of both goods and services, while WPI does not capture the change in the prices of services. It captures the change in the prices of goods. 20th question is, which of the following organization is responsible for releasing the consumer price index in India? RBI, Ministry of Finance, NSO, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Securities and Exchange Board of India. So right answer is option number C here, that is National Statistical Office. So guys, this is all about 20 questions of this session, guys. So till now we have completed 60 questions. In the previous 40 questions we have completed in the previous two sessions. If you haven't gone through the sessions, guys, do go through the session. They are very, very important, right? So this is the achievers question. You know the rules. What is the meaning of achiever question? Those who will be giving the right answer in the comment box, their name will be reflected in the next session. So if you want to see your name in tomorrow's session, guys, do attempt this question, answer it in the comment box. I will mention your name in the next class, that is tomorrow's class. So question is, what is the typical effect of a decrease in the money supply on inflation? So inflation increases because goods become more expensive. Inflation decreases because there is a less money to chase the same amount of goods. Inflation remains unaffected by changes in the money supply. Inflation decreases because interest rates fall, or inflation increases because the supply of goods and services contracts, right? So the right answer of this question you have to give in the comment box. Those who will be giving the right answer, their name will be reflected in tomorrow's session. Guys, as you know that there are very limited time available for your upcoming JAIIB examination. You can say around 20-21 days are left, guys, in which you have to complete a lot of things. Most important concept, because JAIIB exam requires in-depth knowledge, and you might be worried about this thing also. So do not worry, guys. As a part of this preparation booster initiative, you can get our JAIIB super pack at just 2799 with 6 months of subscription. But this offer is available till 10th of October only, right? That is till tomorrow only, guys. And one important thing, that you have to use the code Prakash. You have to use the code Prakash in order to get the JAIIB super pack at 2799. And if you are not using it, then you will not get the course at this price. You have to pay higher amount, right? As a part of this course, JAIIB super pack, you will get the live classes of all the components. You will get the notes of all the components. You will get the MCQs of all the components, right? So guys, this is all with respect to this session. I hope you enjoyed the discussion. So go through the previous sessions as well, and in order to get the course at most affordable price, guys, use the code Prakash, and this is my Telegram group. Do join it. You can be in touch with me whenever you have any query, any doubt. You can just ping me there. I'll be resolving your query. So this is all. Thank you very much for watching and listening me. We'll meet tomorrow at the same time, that is 8 p.m. There will be a discussion of another set of 20 questions. Bye guys, take care. Good night.